Hey everybody, it's Brandy back again. I wanted to show you guys how I went from this to this with the Juvia's Place Saharan palette. So I like to mix the Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer with the Estee Lauder Smoother primer. I feel like I get a better base for my foundation. Then I like to use the Silla sponge, and I use the 24-hour makeup from Lancome and the Becca Ultimate Cover Complexion Cream. A lot of C's in there. And I'm the shade Tobacco in that one, and for Lancome I am 470 Suede C. I've been using this Silla sponge lately. I just like how smooth it feels and the fact that I don't have to use a lot of this foundation, because if you guys know, both of these foundations are a little bit pricey, so I like to save as much as I can. So I did my eyebrows off camera, and we're going to go ahead into the eyeshadow palette. So the first eyeshadow I'm going to use is called Katsina. It is a flesh tone shadow, and I like to use this to help blend out my other colors a lot easier. So I'm going to use Jamila, which is a burnt orange type color, and I love this color, one of my favorites in the entire palette. It's just a beautiful transition shade for a lot of different looks in this palette, and I like to build this up little by little. It is so easy to add more color, and it's a lot harder to take color away, so be very patient with this step and just kind of build up little by little. And I'm putting this right in the crease and a little bit above for a great transition. And I'm watching American Dad, guys, so don't mind me. Now I'm going to take a Morphe brush with no product on it, and I'm just going to help blend that out, kind of give that nice smooth transition from my brow bone down to that first color. And this process takes a long time, so I did cut a lot of the blending out, but I go back and forth with this brush a lot through this time. The next color I'm going to use is Sokoto. I'm sorry it wasn't really visible here, but I'm using that with a more dense Morphe brush, and I'm putting it on more on that outer corners to give me more dimension. And then I'm going back in with the same brush that I used to put on Jamila, and I'm just kind of blending that out together just so it blends a lot easier. And then I'm going to go back in with the Morphe with no product on it, just so I can get a better blend. Again, blending is key. So the next color I'm going to go in with is Senegal. I'm using my Studio Fix Plus, and I'm using this on my eyelid. The first time I did this, I did not use Fix Plus, but this looks so much better. Now I'm using a liner to make a very thin line. I wanted it to be more focused on the shadows in the liner. This is from the MAC Mariah Carey collection. It's a brown liner, so it's not too bold. I don't like bold liner all the time. Now that the top of my eyelids are kind of done, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Shape Tape Concealer from Tarte. This is in the shade Tan Sand, which to me is a little bit too light. But I mean, it does well when I add powder and stuff. Lately, to put on concealer, I've been reaching for this pointed Morphe brush. It came in an 18-piece set that I got from HauteLook.com, so I'm not sure the number of this, but if you see a pointed brush like this from Morphe, I'm pretty sure that's the same one. But it is so good and it's so easy to use, and I really like this a little bit better than the Beauty Blender, honestly. Now I'm setting that concealer with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This is way too much powder, you guys. Please don't do this. I just went a little too overboard because I wasn't used to using this brush. My Beauty Blender was dirty. And I'm going in with my contour. This is the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in number 4, my ultimate favorite right now. And I'm going ahead and contour my nose. I made this a little bit shorter, so no, I didn't contour one side more than the other. And now I'm using the MAC Mineralized Skinfinish in Dark Deep just to brush away that powder as well as set the rest of my face. And I like doing this at the end of my bronzing and highlighting because it gives me an airbrush look. Now I'm going in with my Beauty Supply Store blush. This is one of my favorites. I'll leave the exact name and all of the details of all the makeup I'm using in the description boxes below. Now I'm going in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear pencil in Coffee, which is a brown. And then I'm going in with that deeper red, which is the Sokoto on my lower lash line, and I'm not using a lot of this either, just enough to put a little bit of color down there. I did my lashes off camera. I used the Eyelure number 117s, my favorite. And now I'm going in with my new favorite mascara, the L'Oreal Telescopic. I did not know this stuff was that good. I am in love with this. Now I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown highlighter in Bronze Glow. Another favorite of mine, a nice subtle glow that I also like to put in my inner corners. And I've been doing this a lot lately, and I feel like it opens up my eyes so much more. Onto the lips. I'm using my favorite MAC lip liner, which is Cork. I got a lot of favorites in this. Then for the lips, I'm going to also go in with MAC. This is Honey Love. It's a matte lipstick. And I use a small amount of the NYX Matte Lip Cream in London just to set that so it stays on all day. And then my favorite lip gloss at the moment is Estee Lauder's lip gloss in Copper Ego. I've seen lots of bold looks with the Saharan palette, but you can definitely make it a lot more subtle for yourself like I did here. I will leave all the info in the description box below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.